video purpose, so you guys will know that I've actually spent a budget of $5. I'll show you the price of that. That's $166. So we're gonna grab one of these. So next on the ingredients list, we have 2 packets of the taco seasoning. And as you can see, they're only 44 cents each. So we're gonna grab 2 of those and we'll be on our way. So next on the list are our rotini noodles. As you can see, it's 82 cents. We're gonna grab a box of those. We're also gonna grab these diced tomatoes, petite, for 46 cents. Can of chili beans for 54 cents. Keep track. We're gonna grab 1 can of those. Grab a jar of tomato and basil tomato sauce. That's 88 cents. Welcome back to Dishing You Well. As you can see, we took a trip to Walmart and I showed you guys all the ingredients we needed, and our total value came to $4.80. Actually, we took back one of the taco seasonings, but we'll get into that later. But this is all the ingredients that you will need. $4.80 worth of ingredients will help you feed 5 adults. And I'm going to walk through everything that you'll need. Basically, these are all the ingredients that we purchased from Walmart. We have our taco seasoning. We have our taco seasoned ground beef. We have our can of petite diced tomatoes, our can of chili beans. We have our jar of tomato, basil, garlic pasta sauce, and we have our box of rotini noodles. These are all the ingredients we purchased, which actually total to $4.80. Can you believe it? But also, we have a couple of ingredients that were actually already in our fridge. I'm sure most of you have these also. And that's basically a green pepper, a small white onion, some seasoning salt, Italian seasoning, a little bit of chili powder, garlic powder, white pepper, or you can use black ground pepper, and just a little splash of virgin olive oil, or olive oil, the regular kind. Doesn't really matter. But that's all the ingredients we'll need. And right now we're going to get right into this quick 5 for 5 meal. Stay tuned. Alright, so our first step is basically getting our noodles boiled up. You want to start off by having your pot of oil at a complete boil. You want to add in maybe a pinch or half a tablespoon of salt. And you want to add in your noodles. You want to add in your noodles and you want to boil it. After this comes to a boil, you want it to cook for around 10 to 11 minutes. After 11 minutes, you're going to be completely done. You want to basically drain the noodles and we'll be ready for the next step. All right, so as you can see, I added our taco seasoned ground turkey to a pot. We're going to get that ready to be fried up. And what you want to do is, since you want to avoid your ground turkey from becoming dry, give it a drizzle of olive oil. Just 1 drizzle of olive oil. And you want to add the green peppers and onions to the pot from the beginning, because it's going to cook up pretty fast, but you want to make sure that the peppers and onions cook up and are going to be done at the same time as the ground turkey. Let that cook up for around maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It'll be all set. We'll be ready for the next step. All right, so after around 10 minutes, as you can see, our ground turkey has cooked down a bit. It produced a nice amount of liquid. Now it's time to get things rolling. You want to just dump in, after you've drained your can of chili beans, you want to dump them straight in. You want to turn down your heat to a medium low. And you want to take the whole can of diced tomatoes and just dump them in. You want to give it a stir. Make sure that you do turn your heat down, because you do want to give this a moment to cook through. Mixing in the beans, the chili beans, with the diced tomatoes is going to basically stretch your dish, because remember, we're trying to feed 5. So So basically, that's going to stretch the dish. You want to go on with your taco seasoning. You want to add the whole packet. Give that a stir. Because what this is going to do is it's going to have a little heat to it, since it's basically taco seasoned turkey meat we've used. So we're going to make sure that the dish has a little heat to it. You want to add in just a little bit of seasoning salt, a little bit of Italian seasoning, garlic powder, chili powder, maybe a little bit more chili powder, a little bit of ground white pepper. You want to give that a stir. You're going to go in with your teaspoon of salt, well, your teaspoon of sugar. You want to add that to the mix. All that's going to do is basically help you basically balance out the acidity of the acid in the mix. Now is the perfect time to go in and taste your mixture. You want to just basically taste the sauce. And just tasting the sauce, I can see that it needs a few things. But you got to remember, we're still going to use our pasta sauce. We might not need the whole thing. So just go in and add half of it. Actually, we will use the whole thing. So add in the whole jar. And just by tasting it, I know I'm going to need some seasoning salt. Another few teaspoons of chili powder, just to make sure we keep that heat kicked up, because you want to keep that chili powder, that chili flavor. A little bit more garlic salt, more garlic powder. Give that a nice mixture. After we do so, we're going to make sure that the heat, remember the heat is turned down to a low. So being as though the heat is turned down to a low, we're going to add a lid to this, and we're going to let this simmer for around 15 minutes. We've already had the noodles, the rotini noodles, already drained and set to the side. When we come back, I'll show you how we'll combine everything together. All right, so now that our chili mixture has simmered for around 15-20 minutes, it's done. It's delicious. So now all that's left to do is to basically combine it. So you're going to just add the chili mixture to the rotini noodles. And you want to give it a good stir. And as you can see, there's no dry noodles here. It's not lacking on the chili ground turkey combination. It's completely sauced. Nothing skimpy about it. This is a hearty meal that would definitely feed actually more than 6 people, more than 5 people. You can probably feed 5 adults, maybe 8 people, 4 adults, 4 kids with this recipe. So don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't feed 5 adults with $5. So you want to give this a mixture. Make sure it's completely combined. And that's all to it. You have your meal set, ready to feed 5 for only $5. Believe it or not. We're going to get this all plated up, and we're going to be right back. So there you have it. For only $5, we've made sure that we fed 5 people for only $5. You can plate it up with just 1 slice of bread, throw a little butter and garlic on it. It's complete. So for $5, we made a taco turkey beefaroni for $5. And there's the proof in the video. So as always, I'm super excited that you guys came and spent your time with me. I'm looking forward to future videos. I would like for you guys to jump down in the comments and let me know what are some suggestions. What do you want to see me do next? I'm always open for feedback. I love you guys for loving me. Until next time, I'm dishing you well.